Me make sure that everything is on. We ain't got nobody in this bitch tonight. And it's all on Twitter. Yo, 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 yo. What up? What up? All 10 of y'all. What's happening? Thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. I'm thankful for 10 people to pull up on me on the greatest podcast on earth. Welcome back to another episode of LeVar Walker Daily Show podcast. And I understand why there's not a lot of people. That is due to the lack of consistency, because sometimes I get thrown off from doing this, and sometimes I don't feel like doing it. But it's very, very necessary, especially in today's time. My comedy is my business, and when you're trying to push yourself, you got to keep showing up, even when you don't feel like it. So just take a note out of that book and keep showing up. So shout out all 13 of y'all for pulling up on me. Uh, And before I get too deep into this, I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. So please comment. This is live right now. Just comment. Let me know that you can hear me right now. Okay, we got 15 in here right now. Let me know you guys can hear me. Just comment real quick. All right. Hey, man, I appreciate you, Fresco Black. Fresco Black say, man, that's just how it goes. We see you been out here killing it. I appreciate that, brother. Boston, what's happening? Easy Jones, I see you, brother. Yes, I have been on the road. Shout out to Fresco for mentioning that. I've been on the road. Matter of fact, tomorrow I'm on my way to Cleveland. I'm gonna be in the Cleveland Funny Bone. I'm gonna be at the Cleveland Funny Bone. I got 4 shows for the 17th and the 18th. Man, y'all pull up. Exquisite Eats. I see you in the building. But I'm gonna be at the Cleveland Funny Bone, putting it down and telling these jokes. Now, before I get deeper, can y'all hear this round of applause? Let me see. Can y'all can y'all hear that? I just hit the applause button. I'm not tripping, man. I was thinking to myself, oh, y'all didn't hear the applause button. That's because I got this that's because I have you couldn't hear the applause because I had this filter on here to keep this sound uh really clear. So, and I don't even know where the hell. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all because we're gonna play today. I just want to play with y'all real quick. So yeah, this now y'all can hear. Let me see if y'all can hear it now. You ready? Here we go. Did y'all hear that? Let me know. Did you hear that? Did y'all hear that applause real quick? Good. Yeah. So I got a filter on here. It's called Crisp, and Crisp is the sponsor of today's podcast. Crisp is a filter. If you are doing a podcast or you have sound issues, Crisp is the filter to use. Now, Crisp, you can send me my check. I gave y'all the shout out for this, so I needs my money. But anyway, today was a great day for me. It was beautiful outside, kind of warm. I think we're going into one of the hottest summers we're going to have. I believe we'll probably see consecutive triple digit temperatures this summer. I don't know if it's due from global warming or is it just due to cyclical shit that occurs from the planet. I don't know, but I know my Tesla is hollering. The fans are kicked up in the high gear, and it sounds like I'm literally in a spaceship when that car gets hot because those fans kick on to try to cool that battery down. So, and then I got an older model Tesla. I'm not embarrassed to say that. I buy what I can afford. Hopefully, the rest of you will too. Don't try to show off for people that really don't care about you. I had a good day today. Went to one of my favorite places, Sam's. When you get grown people, when you get in your 40s and 50s, Sam's is our Toys R Us. I love going to Sam's. I love walking around. I love the people at Sam's. The Sam's people are amazing people. Great conversation all the time. It's always clean. And it's not as bad as Walmart because I left Sam's and I went over to Walmart. They had the one lady working 2,000 people in the self checkout, and she was even directing people to what register to go to. I thought I was making a drug transaction because I see the lady standing there and she go, you got this is just how she talked to me. She said, you got cash or you got card. I said, I got a card. You gonna get money back? I said, no, ma'am. Okay. Go to three. And, she just putting people like cattle at registers. But I mean, it was cool. Shit, everything cool. Walmart is cool too, but I just prefer Sam's, man, because Sam's be having that shit. Like, I bought me a rug for my patio, like one of them grass rugs. It looked like grass. It's like fake grass. I put the fake grass down on the patio because we going to turn up for the summer. I don't go anywhere. I'm a homebody. Outside of shows, I'm back at the house. We just eating good. We just want to drink, man. Get you some good wine, good liquor in you, eat some chicken, and call it a day. You don't when you get older, you don't want trouble. You're tired. I'm tired all the time. I just want to get naps. I just want to be around people that love me. I don't want to be in the streets. I saw a brother that owns a breakfast brunch down here. He said, "Yo, LeVar, man, you ain't pulled up to my brunch spot." And I had gone and I took my family there. But for me, and this is to each his own. But if I'm coming to eat in the morning, right, I just want to eat in peace. I want to eat my waffle and drink my coffee or maybe get a Bloody Mary in peace. I don't want to hear a DJ at 10:30 a.m. or even 11 a.m. I don't want to hear the DJ. I don't want to see people twerking while I'm trying to eat my waffles. And I don't want a waitress asking me if I want hookah that early in the morning. Right? I just want to get a good breakfast. That's it. That's it. And I think breakfast is important. You need silence because it's early. I want to talk. I want to share opinions. I want to talk about politics and shit. I just like to vibe. I don't want trouble. I don't go to hood spots. When you young people, I mean, you come do the block, the hood, all that shit, and a lot of people really want to do it, but I'm like, nigga, no, I'm not. I'm not coming over there. I'm not going in a place where there could possibly be some danger. To keep it real for a bunch of broke motherfuckers. No, no, I'm not. I'm not coming. I'm going to the best parts of town. That's how that works, and it's what it is. I'm going to hang out in the best parts of town where it's peaceful and where parking is great and I could just tip the valet. I don't have to pull up and immediately be charged $50 to or $30 to park in a shit location. And that happens often in Atlanta. You have a lot of these places and they just take advantage of their own kind for this parking. And I'm like, bro, like, why are y'all doing this to us, man? Like, I think that shit is inverse racism. I'm pulling up in the park in 30, bro, and we in the hood. This shit raggedy. It's crackheads sitting in the trees and on the light poles and shit. And just because I'm black and you got a black business, I'm supposed to drop 30, nigga. No, I'm going across the street. I'm not fucking coming to this shit. No, no. The white people don't charge me for parking, sir. Why are you? Why are you? This is all the same land in Atlanta. What the fuck are you charging me for parking for? Now I don't mind if it's valet, complimentary valet. I love to tip my valet. I will tip the valet. I don't mind that. But you're not about to rob me for no goddamn parking, and then I come into your establishment and you got automatic gratuity. No. And you holler out that you're doing this in the name of black business and my black ass, cause I'm black, I'm just supposed to come here and take this treatment from you and the evil ass bitch working at the door? No, sir. No, no. So when I make these types of decisions, I have people that'll say, "Man, you a coon." What nigga? Yeah, I am. If you know, as a black man that went to HBCU, that grew up all black elementary school, nigga, south side of Chicago, black ass high school. I just want to be treated human. And I just want my people to treat me human and love me too. And I'm not saying that white people, I don't trust no goddamn body, white or black. I don't trust nobody. I trust you based off the content of your fucking character. People are different. I'm not getting that one-sided shit. I posted a I posted something on Instagram the other day, and it was basically breaking down. It was on Facebook too, but it broke down like uh income by ethnicity, and we were in last place as African Americans. All right, I'm black too. So somebody said, "Well, what do you hate, black people?" Nigga, how do I hate black people posting some shit I saw with a statistic on it? What are you talking about? How do I hate us? How? I hate when motherfuckers say that because I live in an all black community. I'm not like a lot of the celebrities that you guys see, the black ones and shit that are so pro black. They don't live around no niggas. They live in an all white community. They don't live around your black ass. Don Lemon has a white husband, but he all black people. This nigga got a dashiki on with an afro. Give me a fucking break, bro. I'm just calling this shit out for what it is. We are at the bottom when it comes to economics. And I was getting pushback from that. And the thing about it, I'm like, well, what side are we gonna play? Do you want to play the side? You know, when it's convenient to play victim, people want to play that shit. But when I'm calling out the facts of us being economically somewhat inferior based off statistics, I'm wrong for that. I'm black too. You know what I'm saying? I'm just raising the flag. Fuck, I don't, but I get a lot of that shit because I just keep it real. Fuck, I grew up in the hood. I grew up amongst GDs, BDs, all kind of gangster niggas that were kicking their own fucking kind down. Yes, I grew up around that shit, but it takes maturity for you to learn that that ain't about nothing. And I pretty much now I detest it. It grosses me the fuck out. And I look a nigga in his eye and tell him, nigga, don't talk that shit to me. I'm not impressed by your street record. I'm just not. And never will be. I don't like that tough shit. And especially if you're gonna oppress your own goddamn people, it's ridiculous. So I hate to sound like the old man on the porch. I really hate to sound like that today. But before I keep going, please, if you are in the Cleveland area, y'all get those tickets. Come check me out at the Cleveland Funny Bone. Also, I'll be in Hartford, Connecticut, not this weekend, but next weekend. And June 11th, I'm going to be in St. Louis at the City Winery in St. Louis. Got a little movement from tickets, but sales are still somewhat slow. So I would hope you guys pull up. Come out to see some real comedy. Come see some real comedy. I really want consumers to get back into real comedy and stop being fooled. Like, this is what I want to get into the state of stand up comedy and what I see. So basically, when I came up as a comedian in the early days, because shit, I started in like '01, '02. Well, I first started in 1996, but I got booed. Went to All Jokes Aside. They booed me off the stage. I said this was not for me. It was probably a blessing. I finished pharmacy school. In my last year of pharmacy school, I started back. So that was about '02. And during that time, when it came to stand up comedy, especially doing, quote, black or urban stand up comedy, we always had, we had great comedians because our fan base demanded that of us. They didn't play. They will boo your ass off the stage. You come with some whack ass shit, you're getting booed. Right? It was a scary, scary time. Whereas now, comedy has turned into a popularity contest where you don't need any talent whatsoever. I mean, if you have some viral moments, you can get down. And it's cool, because at the end of the day, if the consumers are paying for that, that's just what it is. And I'm not going to knock a young brother from getting his money, even if he don't have the time. Shit, if y'all showing up to buy that shit, it's worth it. That's what I say. But with that, it's eroding what stand up is, right? Especially for us, because we were heavily guarded. And now black people don't really boo. They don't really go in. Just a little bit. You might see it once in a while, but it's not as hostile as it used to be. And I'm not saying that's a great thing for it to be super hostile, but we really got to get back to the roots of where this shit came from. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because I do love stand up, but as I'm going into the future, I'm finding it's getting harder and harder for me to enjoy or get inspiration from comedians like I used to. You know what I mean? I love to watch a comedian that makes me go, damn, I want to pick my pen up, man. And there's some dogs out here. And what's so unfortunate is they're not seeing these guys because of social media, like because people only pay attention to you on social media, which is not a bad thing. I've had to adapt. I try to get a lot of my talented comrades and my brothers in comedy to adapt, but I get it. It's difficult. It's a learning curve. It's what it is. But comedy right now is just like, I got a call. What's so funny? I got a call today from a person, and I'm not gonna say no names, but they wanted me. They said, "Hey, LeVar, I got something for you, whatever." I said, "What's happening?" Yeah, so I'm managing this act. This guy, he's big on TikTok, um, and he's selling a lot of tickets, but he just doesn't have the time. And I want you to come close his show out. No, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And the reason why is because I've been doing this shit for 20 years. And I'm just going to speak on me as a comedian, right? There came a time in my career where I've opened for people. I'm not tripping if you are opener or whatever level you are in comedy. I'm just only speaking for LeVar Walker. But I knew it came a time when it was like, I got to stop opening. I need to just stand on this and be a headliner because I knew I had the time. I put the chops in. And being a headliner is just not being funny. Being a headliner is having belief in yourself. You know what I mean? You have to have belief. You have to believe in yourself and you have to have the courage to be a headliner. You know what I mean? You got to say, this is what I'm going to do. And you got to stand on that shit. Now, I could have taken that money. I could say, yeah, I come do it. But when you do shit like that and you take that short term money, what are you telling the universe? What are you telling 7 trillion cells in your body? Right? Now, you say you're a headliner, but you're not acting like a headliner because now you're going to open. But then it goes, well, you're not opening. You closing the show out. If I don't have my name on the marquee, I'm his opener. And a lot of people, a lot of comedians fail to realize this, and especially older ones. And I'm not talking to the younger guys. I'm not knocking being no fucking opener because I don't want people come, you hating on being. No, I have opened. I've done all that shit. But understand this, when you are on a show, right? And you get the opportunity to open for a guy, you are the opener. Those people are there to see the headliner. They don't give a fuck about you and how funny you are. You can set yourself on fire. It does not matter. And I'm going to tell you why it doesn't matter, because when those people walk to that car, they're going to go, man, that guy that set himself on fire before LeVar went up was funny. key word, as they're driving off, they're thinking about the headliner and his show, right? And it's unfair. I know you're funny, but comedy and the business of comedy is about way more than being funny. This much is about being funny. That's why y'all see so much whack shit and you don't understand. These people think I'm whack. How the fuck he doing this? He not funny. I read the comments. They tell me I'm not funny all the time, but I don't care because I've been anointed and God told me to do this and he's blessed me with this gift and this is what I'm supposed to do. So no, I turned it down. I passed on that opportunity because if I was to take that opportunity, what does that tell the world? What does that tell that comedy manager in that room when he sees me? What does that go back to the owners? Well, LeVar's been popping up, opening up for Puddlefoot all over the country. How the fuck could he be? He's not a headliner. This is what happens. So it's just business at the end of the day. And I'm sure, this shit will get passed around and people will call me an asshole like they typically do. A lot of comics say I'm an asshole because I'm just honest. Fuck, I'm not gonna lie to you and shit. If I was a piece of shit, I could run so many scams and do e-courses and try to get over on people because I understand that a large portion of the general public is, they don't have it. They don't have it intellectually. And this is why you have people getting over on people on it just happens. And it's not due to the fact that a person is born with more money or they're more, it's all from here. It's all from the mind. It's all what you're thinking. So that's just what it is, man. So no, I passed on that particular opportunity and I've been very, very blessed and I'm very, very thankful to be where I'm at right now doing stand up because I never thought I would even be in this position where I'm headlining clubs all over the nation and I'm really doing it. And if I sell out or if I sell 10 tickets, I'm just thankful for anybody that comes to see me. You know what I'm saying? I sometimes I would go to show, I'd be like, damn, man, I only sold 13 tickets or 12 tickets. But you know what came over me? Now I'm looking at crowd. I say, man, just for these 12 people, if this one motherfucker bought a ticket, it's like, wow, they put time aside in their life, in their day, got a babysitter and came to see me. And I'm excited. And gratitude is important. We have to have that gratitude because you get off course, you start looking to the left, looking to the right, and you have no gratitude. And without gratitude, you don't have a good attitude. You don't have latitude. And baby, you can't fly. You can't fly. Did I just drop knowledge right there? Did I drop the knowledge? Did y'all hear that? You can't fly without that shit, man. So I'm saying? I'm happy where I'm at in my career. I stay in my lane. I don't like going places I'm not invited. I don't like to be the thirsty nigga hanging out. You know what I'm saying? Because they do that shit a lot. A lot of motherfuckers just want to hang around. Look who I'm with. The big I don't even put pictures up and shit of people up, but that shit is corny as fuck. I'm with such and such. I'm with Dave Chappelle. That's gonna make them buy a ticket to my show because they see me and I'm special. Ain't nobody come to your shit. You just look like a motherfucker that's being a groupie. And that's real. And look, everybody stop speaking. Don't speak to those fucking celebrities. I don't consider myself a celebrity, but I was just around some people. I was looking at these motherfuckers like, look at this shit. Look at these motherfuckers. Like, they be acting extra and shit. I just love regular people. I be like, look at this motherfucker. He really looking for something. You know what I'm saying? You get that a lot, especially in Atlanta, because you got so many washed up ass rappers from the early 2000s who still think they that guy. Like, nigga, no, it's over. It's over, man. It's over, bro. You don't need all these niggas. You don't need to act like this no more. It was a great run, but you don't need to be this way anymore. And I see that shit often, and I keep it moving. But let's get into our show. I've been talking with 26 Manners. Welcome to the LeVar Walker daily show, weekly show, whatever the hell podcast I'm calling this. That's right, Chris Vandy. A lot of cats think they cold. Fuck them. Just keep walking. Like, nigga, who are you? Like, really? Because at the end of the day, guess what? We all going out this bitch in either a box or an incinerator if you choose to be cremated. So get the fuck out of here. All this shit is nothing. It's temporary. It's ephemeral. And nothing really matters. So, let's go to our next topic. Kel Mitchell from Keenan and Kel was on the Shannon Sharp show. And I took the clip. I didn't even watch it. I just wanted to watch this clip with you guys. He was saying that his wife or whatever had cheated on him with many, many men and become impregnated. And she stayed with. I didn't watch it, but I want to watch it so we can react to it now. And hopefully, yeah, you guys will check this out. So here we go.
But it was Amanda Bynes was in the movie.
Yes.
Yeah, and it was about a kid that lies and all that stuff like that. But they wanted me to actually be in that movie at first, and I was like, yo, we should put Keenan in it. That would be dope to put Keenan in it, and we both do that because we had a 3-picture deal at Paramount when we were doing that. But they decided that they didn't do the other movies. We just did Good Burger. But I was doing Mystery Man, so they were like, yo, you should be on that. And I was like, oh yeah, but let's put Keenan in. They were like, nah, I think this should just be with you. And I'm like, no, but I feel like, we got the show. Let's do it. And also too, the writer is the same writer I had fallen out with. You know what I mean? Okay. That's in the room. And so I'm just like, you know what I mean? I don't want to do that.
Right.
And I remember I left out of the room, and all these producers excited about doing this movie.
Right.
And I remember I left out of that room, that situation, and then I saw Keenan, and then I saw Nick, and they were like, yeah, we heard about that meeting. They just started laughing.
Right.
And for me, I felt like, yo, y'all was in there fighting for you. You know what I mean? And that kind of hurt at that moment. Thing about me was that relationship is very important, and you need to let people know how you feel. At that time, I really wasn't doing that.
Right.
There was a trust thing. You know what I mean? I had already been through death, within my family in Chicago, and all these things were going on. At this point, both of my uncles was murdered. I had a friend that was murdered that we talked about. Yep. All this happened around the same time. And so there wasn't any, I wasn't seeing any therapist or anything of that nature. I was just working constantly working on the show, and within doing that. And then at that time too, I ended up marrying my ex-wife, because we had another baby. We had the baby, right? We had the abortion, but then we had a baby. And she ended up telling me that the baby that was aborted wasn't mine. And so within that process, you are immediately married within a lie already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So the marriage was never the same after that, was it?
No, it was. This is at the beginning. You know what I'm saying? This is right at the beginning. And so within that process,
she probably should have kept that to herself.
And well, I'm glad she didn't. And so within that process, with that being known, it was just like, yo, and now I'm on TV. I'm still on TV. All this thing, and I don't have time to really process that. And she almost, with even in being, the pregnancy, she almost died within the pregnancy. So that was a hard time too.
Right.
And I remember some of the writers coming to the set, to the hospital, and they were like bringing presents, and I'm thinking like, oh yeah, cool, thank you. And then they were like, yo, when can you be back on set? And it was just
you see what I'm dealing with?
Yeah, we'll see what I'm dealing with. But, no shout out to, no shade to them. They were doing what they were told as far as a job to see if Kel can be back on set. And I was the one that, ended up getting someone pregnant, around that time. But I'm just setting up so you understand what was really going on.
Right.
When we get to 2004, you know what I mean?
Yes.
In that process. So, and now knowing that this, the kid is mine, and then now, leaving the show, on Nickelodeon, and then, I had Mr. Man, this big show, and I'm thinking like, oh yeah, that's gonna be it. You know what I mean? And learning within that process too, where it was like, hey, well, no, I don't want to renew on all that Keenan and Kel. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? And I already know what's going on as far as what's happening within this realm of what's going on with the show behind the scenes and what's going on with me. And I was just like, yo, I'm ready to leave anyway. And then Mystery Man didn't do as well as we thought it was going to. You know what I mean? As we thought it was going to do within that process. And then just navigating through that, now being a father. And here's the thing about it is that the reason I didn't have anybody relate to, because I was the first one out of the entire cast to be married, to have a house, have kids, and Keenan, Nick, none of them could relate to that. They were still being kids. And also, too, there was this process of, I got it all together. I already know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? And that's what I was doing. You know what I mean? To me, it was like, I can handle this. I can handle this.
Right.
No.
You couldn't.
No, you can't handle this within the start because you're really going through something that is really deep, and you need to let people know and let people know how you feel and let people know what's on your heart, what's really going on. But I kept it in and was like,
My. This is that's a wild story, man. And that's what lets you know, like in Hollywood, especially when we was watching, like Keenan and Kel on TV, and we watching all those child stars, and you thinking, wow, from the outside looking in, their life is perfect, everything's going great. And little did we know, this guy who was playing, I guess, a teenager on the show was married with children. And not only was he married with children, but the woman got pregnant by somebody else and had an abortion and told him about it. And now he's stuck because he doesn't want to put this out and get canceled from working. And this is why in Hollywood, a lot of people just go crazy, man. This is why. I met this brother. I had the pleasure of meeting Kel Mitchell. I met Kel in L.A. We met twice. I met Kel Mitchell. The first time I met a man was for the In Living Color reboot. Now, I don't know if I talked about this before, but in 2012, about the same time I did the Miller Lite comedy competition where I had Kevin Hart crying laughing, I was called out to L.A. by Keenan Ivory Wayans to be a part of the reboot of In Living Color. And that's where I first met Kel Mitchell. And then I saw him again. And I had no idea this brother was from Chicago. I went to Simeon Vocational High School, and he went to CVS, which is Chicago Vocational High School. And I was like, that's crazy, bro, because we came up at a time where like TV and entertainment wasn't even real. So I'm going to say this based on what he said. It seems like he got married very, very early. And I think it should be a law put in. I don't think men or women, I know this is going to sound fucked up. Especially men, I don't think men should get married before the age of 35. I'm just going to be honest. Because here this guy was in his 20s, bro. You on TV and shit every day, and you married. You getting this money. You know what I'm saying? Then you in Hollywood. Everybody kissing your ass. And then you just, ain't no telling what this woman, both of y'all young and confused. And, like they say, your prefrontal cortex in the brain doesn't fully harden until the age of 25. So why is it legal for people to get married before the age of 25? You can't drink until you're 21. I mean, you could vote after 18, but why? Like, marriage is a hell of a decision, man. That's a life-altering decision and partnership. So I would just say my prayers go out to good brother Kel Mitchell. But wow, what a story. And Shannon sure knows how to bring it out of people. You know what I mean? When he wear them pants, look like them pants are but snap between the legs or something he got on. Because Shannon keeps some tight pants on, as we can see. He ain't letting them pants go. Let me see.
and then,
Look at them pants.
oh yeah, but let's put Keenan in. And they were like, nah, you know what? Yo, y'all. like, no, but I'm doing that. But they decided.
Man, that boy got the capris on. But anyway, I mess with Shannon. This is not. I really admire and respect him. But yeah, man, that's wild, man. So I would tell people, man, just be careful before you make that decision. That's rough. That brother was under a lot of pressure. If you think about all our childhood stars, man, they be losing it, bro. The first one was started with Gary Coleman, and you saw them twins. I think what was it? The Lohan. What was them twins' names? And Robert Downey Jr. A lot of these child stars lose their marbles, man. So I say, well, just watch it, man. So I don't know if y'all saw this, but a truck driver was driving and almost crashed off of a bridge. But man, when I tell you God is real, because she was almost out of there. Take a look at this. Wait, let's start it over. Look at this. Look at that. Look at this. Look at that, bro. Man, come on, bro. It would have been curtains for this lady, man. That is just surreal. When I tell you God has something for her to do, man, God has favor over her life, man. Because look, did y'all see that? Look at that. Oh! No control. Wow. You just never know. You just never know, man. I'm so glad that young lady survived. They got her out of there, but man, she's not at fault. Just looks like somebody tried to swerve and it just happened, bro. Just that's all I can say, man. Just be thankful, man. That's rough. That's rough. And I mean that truck is hanging off that bridge by a hair. By a hair. Like somebody could have sneezed on it. It'd have been curtains. Look how that thing is hanging off that bridge. Lord have mercy. Mm. That's good. The rescue team came together. They're gonna have to fix that bridge. I'm just glad that young lady was not hurt in that. I order a lot of stuff off Timu. I've gotten addicted to it, and the thing about Timu is, listen, man, everything is 90% off. You know, every time you open up your Timu app, you feel like a winner, right? And what I noticed about a lot of the apps, TikTok, Timu, a lot of these Chinese apps, they know how to kind of twerk your dopamine, make them happy, make people every time they open that app up, they get excited where they see their followers and they see their likes and they see a 90% off thing where they win. So I order stuff from Timu. Now, I got a video. This is allegedly the Timu factory, right? So let's take a look at it. So every time you hit that 90% off button, this is what you got. And they in there shirtless. And it has to be extremely hot. Look at my man. He up there with a shovel, just shoving. This is insane. This is what's happening when we hit that button. And they just in their booths. These guys probably working 14, 15 hours a day. They're just on a cycle. And you know what? I'm going to say this, man. I know in our community, I know slavery was very, very bad. And it wasn't a good thing for our people. Even though my generation wasn't slaves and the generation before us wasn't slaves, but I guess that trickle-down effect is still felt. And I see a lot of brothers and sisters complain about slavery while they standing there with their Temu packages, or they have on clothes from Shein or wherever. It's all coming out of China, and it's on the backs of slave labor. Even these cell phones, same thing. So it's interesting. It's sad. I'm not going to stop ordering from them. I'm still going to buy, but this is rather unfortunate. I thought about stopping the order, but it's not like if I don't get that package. I mean, what are we looking at? One less box? Am I really the problem here? It just be one less box. These guys aren't going to be off. So I mean, I'm gonna keep ordering shit. I'm sorry. It's just what it is, man. But yeah, that's Temu in a nutshell. They don't even have time to think. That's what it does. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. When I was working in the pharmacy at CVS, this is damn near what it looked like. They not too far off from that. We just in there pushing pills, filling all them damn refills that nobody picks up. It's damn near the same thing, except in our profession, you need a license and extensive training to do what we were doing. But yeah, that's wild. That's wild, man. I want to talk about something else that's been really on my mind. Then there's something going on in Atlanta where they have veneer techs. I don't know if y'all heard about this. This is like a recent trend where they have actual people that are getting, I guess, I don't know, some type of certificate. And then they're doing people's teeth, which is rather unfortunate because once again, in Atlanta, since we are, predominantly Black, we have a lot of people from our community that will come and take advantage of us. Y'all heard of the scams. I don't need to mention some of our bigger scam artists' names, but they have actual veneer techs. And here's the thing, everybody wants the big pearly white teeth, even if they can't afford them. They might not have the credit to do them. So now these people end up in some guy's basement or some office setting, and I guess they're printing out certificates for these people. Now, I went to pharmacy school. I went to Xavier. A lot of us have, from my university, we have backgrounds in health and health care, where before you even touch a person, you're doing chemical equations, organic chemistry, biochemistry, human anatomy and physiology. It's a lot of layers that you have to build upon to get to what you do. In dentistry, I know a lot of dentists. I mean, they go through very, very extensive training because you have a lot of nerves in the mouth, trigeminal nerves. There's certain nerves, like, when they numb the mouth, there's a part they got to know where to numb you because they could hit a nerve and your whole face will be paralyzed, right? And so I'm watching these veneer techs, and these people are just putting it. They don't clean these people's teeth. People coming in rotted teeth and shit, and they're just putting these pellets in their mouth, right? Now here's the part when a person with some sense, another Black person, because they prey on a lot of these niggas prey on Black people in the name of Blackness. That is how we get preyed on by our own kind. In the name of Blackness, they use trigger words and they tell you that we are financially illiterate and what we can't do. It's like you would think that we can't get on the internet or some shit. Like, we can't read, we can't write. And then this black savior, he comes, brothers and sisters, I want to give you this information, even though you can Google this shit yourself, but you can't because you're black. And I'm doing this for black prosperity and all this black shit. Meanwhile, there are those of us who are getting harmed by this because somebody's going to show up with $500 or $600 to sit their ass in the chair with the dumbass veneer tech who don't have a license, don't have insurance, can't tell you microbiology, doesn't know what to prescribe when you get the infection on your gums. Don't know what to do when pyorrhea starts to set in on your ass and your teeth are just fucked up and your mouth is falling apart. And then you find out you have no recourse because this nigga didn't have a license. So all you can do is get him locked up, but you don't get shit. You know what you get? A missing mouth. And, you know, I get impatient, right? Because I see the videos. Now I got to make fun of your stupid ass. You don't go to a veneer tech. You go to the dentist. That's what they're there for. People don't go through all that goddamn schooling. Your ass just walk in the basement of some nigga's house. Yeah, man, I can put your teeth in. It's ridiculous. And this is what happens. And I'm always going to speak truth to power. You know what? I'm okay with being the villain at this point. If I got to protect my people by being the villain, I will. So let's see what this is. Veneer techs are people who illegally place veneers on patients after completing a 2-day training course that typically costs around $2,000 to $3,000. So some person is robbing them, after which these tech receive certificates of completion that do not certify them to perform dental work. Jandra Korb, dental director of healthcare company DentaQuest, told Forbes, licensed dentists have national provider identifiers they use at licensed dental supply stores where they're able to buy products and instruments, but some veneer techs use nail supplies like acrylic. They putting fucking nails in your mouth like acrylic while others buy kits off sites like Amazon and Temu, which don't check MPIs. Ashley Bread, Siapic dentists that breed Siapic Dental told for dentists are the only people who are legally allowed to perform veneer work, so veneer techs are playing a risky game with patients' health since they may lack the proper knowledge on sterilization and dental health that formerly trained dentists have. Whitney White, a dentist at Aspen Dental and Nevada, told Forbes. Siapicac warned these legal techs can be criminally charged with practicing medicine without a license, which is a felony in most states, and patients could also sue them for assault and battery if their dental work goes wrong. Well, here's the thing. When it comes to a lawsuit, you can't get juice from a rock, okay? Everybody is dumb in this situation. The veneer tech who paid the $2,000 for this bullshit training is dumb, as well as the dumbass person that goes to sit their ass down, because it's not like they even attempting to do a root canal of cavities. No, you want to look better. Your dumb ass want to look different, right? Same with the ass shots. You don't go to a basement to get that shit done. There are consequences attached. A Las Vegas woman who ran a legal company called the Veneer Experts was charged with felony of legal practice with dentistry, and the patient's teeth fell out. The patient filed a complaint with the state. Yeah, your fucking teeth fell out. When you go to a garage to get your teeth put in, they're going to fall the fuck out. It's supposed to. People are idiots. They are idiots, man. It's crazy. Patients who see, and you know what? I'm sick of this shit. We got to stop coddling people for their stupid ass decisions. They just say, listen, you go to a veneer tech, they fuck your mouth up, that's on you. You have no recourse. And then they go to the dentist. Patients who seek out veneer tell them do so because they're cheaper than traditional dentists who may charge between $800 and $2,000 per tooth. But Siapicac recommend, and then listen, if it's $800 and $2,000 per tooth, you could do this two ways, right? You could either save your money till you get all your teeth done, or maybe you can do one tooth at a time. Okay? Go in there, get one tooth at a time. You just start from here, and then you go around as you get more and more money. Go to dental school to get this done. Yeah, you can go to a dental school. Dental veneers are custom-made covers that fit over the surface of teeth. They last about 10 years. Yeah, it's disgusting, and y'all need to stop. Please stop. Let's see if they have like I believe they have a dental tech or something. Come on, man. Why can't I? All right, there we go. Let me see. I'll see if I can find that. No. Veneer. I'm about to do an hour-long bit on this shit. I got jokes. I got jokes on jokes from this. Let's see. They had a picture of one. They had a picture of a dude holding a certificate. Veneer Tech. Let me see. Yeah, veneer technicians of frauds. Cedric Alexander. He completed his veneer technician course. Unreal. This is wild. And they ordered the thing off of Temu. Oh my God. Look at that. And I guess they put all them fake teeth, and this is bad, y'all. This is bad. Y'all gotta stop. Come on, man. We better than this, man. I'm sorry. I am sorry. Just stop. It's the same thing I told people that I'm not gonna even get into the Tulsa real estate fund. I was called a hater when I told motherfuckers not to do that shit. They told me I was a coon and a hater, and it's so sad. But that's it, guys. I guess I'm gonna wrap this show up this evening. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. How many people we got? Not a lot of people. We got a few on YouTube. Shout out to the YouTube. Shout out to my Facebook fam. And shout out to the 20 people on Twitter. What's happening? I mean, X. Shout out to all y'all, man. I'm glad y'all tuned in. But listen, I'm going to be at the Cleveland Funny Bone tomorrow. I got to catch the first thing smoking out of here. And we're going to have a good show. It's going to be a great show, great weekend, man. And I'm going to stay in contact with you guys. And listen, now I sound like Richard Pryor. I sound like everybody. This is what Christopher added. Chris, I sound like Richard Pryor. Listen, y'all tell me I sound like, this is all the people they say I sound like. Some people say I sound like Dave Chappelle. And then they say, I sound like Mike Epps. And some people be like, you sound like Kevin Hart. Who the fuck do I sound like? Some judge man. Who is it? Y'all got to make y'all mind up, man. Who is it? Ladies and gentlemen, who is it? Which person is it that I sound like? Tell me, sir. Who do I sound like? Is it Ricky Smiley? Hey, what up, dog? Hey, y'all, Hot 107.9. Who is it? Who do I sound like? But no, I'm just joking. But listen, man, I'm going to be at the Cleveland Funny Bone. Y'all, hey, y'all, bring y'all ass out there. I'm going to be my ass down there at the Cleveland Funny Bone, Ohio, where I'm from. So pull up on me, man. I'm out, guys. This has been a great show. Love you all. Thank you for your support.